Oh my god, is the Apple Watch community finally getting recognized? Holy mackerel, that was a terrible voice crack. Holy mackerel, is the Apple Watch community finally getting recognized? Gamers, rise up. This is our time to shine. Game devs are finally recognizing their underappreciated audience. No more playing Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. Me and my homies hopping on the Catly on the Apple Watch. Let's just fucking go. How's it going, guys? Peep is jorking it here. And whenever you talk to someone new, whenever you get introduced to someone new, I think it's pretty common for there to be like a small trait that is enough to tell you everything you need to know about that person. For example, I moderate on Reddit. If someone said that too, you probably already have a good idea with what kind of a person they are. You probably don't want to check their hard drives, right? You're like probably just glancing at what's inside their hard drive is enough to put you on a watch list. Now, what if during the Game Awards, an up-and-coming game development studio announces that they're releasing a game that is completely AI generated? How would you personally feel about that? Yeah, that's probably already a sign to avoid that game studio at all costs. Because a lot of people were quick to point out probably one of the worst things ever promoted during the Game Awards. Now, before we get into this, make sure you like and subscribe. And if I hit 157k subs by the end of this week, I'll eat the most liked comment. Common tradition on this channel. I will literally eat whatever top comment says I've eaten the worst of the worst. So 157k by the end of this week. I got you. Anyways, so today's slop video is about the new game coming out called Catly, and this was, I'm telling you right now, this was literally promoted at the Game Awards. To get an ad space in the Game Awards, I forgot how much it is. I'm pretty sure it's like $300,000. It is really expensive, and it's because it's a very important annual event. This happens annually. Millions of people watch this thing, and in the process, they will announce some very promising things for the future of gaming. It's just a common tradition. Quite frankly, I don't think this is very promising. A cat open world with beautiful cats, hyper-realism, actions, cuddle, speed, islands, fashion, dreams. Damn, is this description also AI generated? Like, we don't need this many commas right off the bat. Like, Jesus Christ. And who uses half of these words just to make their game sound more appealing? This game has actions? Oh my god. See, I've been looking for a game with snow in it, so quite frankly, this is pretty promising. Hey, you might be wondering what this game even is. Well, I'm glad you asked. It's supposed to be an upcoming interactive open world adventure game starring beautiful and hyper-realistic cats. I don't really know what that means. I didn't know it was an adventure game, because like watching this video alone, it looks like some sort of weird like VR chat, rec room type game. From the looks of it, I thought this was going to be some sort of like therapeutic game where it's just like you sort of play with cats. The best way to describe it is when me and my girlfriend play VR chat, there's like this duck world where you can like feed bread to ducks and it's like kind of therapeutic. I thought it was going to be kind of like that. Let's see if editing Peep can find the exact gameplay that I'm talking about. Please put it on screen right now. But no, it's an adventure game and it's open world, which a lot of people are automatically accusing this game of tag spamming, which right off the bat is like a bannable offense when it comes to websites like Steam. You can tell right off the bat that people are not necessarily pleased with this game. Money laundering used to mean something. So right off the bat, there was a lot of red flags with this reveal at the Game Awards. One of them being how sketchy the ad placement in the Game Awards was in the first place. But I'd like to get into that a little later. There's a lot of explaining to do there. There's a lot of red flags when it comes to the question if this game was AI generated or not. For example, this woman right here has 6 fingers. Well, off to a great start, and then this part right here, like this. That's crazy. So we're doing a crypto scam. That's what's going on here. This game breaks Steam TOS. Don't forget to report the game for this. In case you were wondering what TOS this is breaking, if I'm correct, NFT and crypto games are prohibited on Steam. God bless. Gabe, you never disappoint, bro. You're an actual G. Number 2, if I'm correct, use of AI and ChatGPT in your game needs to be disclosed in some way, shape, or form, which, if I'm correct, they don't really tell you ever. If the clear use of AI in the footage/images shown hasn't convinced you enough to not drop a dime on this game, maybe I can lend you some additional information that will. On top of little to no information on what this game is, and no real footage of what the gameplay is like, the studio behind the game, Super Authentico, has nothing else to offer and leaves no digital footprint. From some digging before information was wiped, the creator behind Catly was engaged with crypto and NFTs. A previous studio he was associated with 10th Planet, developed games that were planned to be blockchain based, which is exactly what I want to get into next. The developers of this game are sketchy as hell. As mentioned earlier, smh.If has almost no digital footprint. Simply by looking it up in any way, you're like not gonna find anything about them. They literally just came out of nowhere. That's because before the creation of smh.If, the creator worked on a lot of blockchain projects, including a project on the blockchain called Alien Meow, which right off the bat has a very striking resemblance to Catly. Now these are just assumptions, right? I'm not saying Alien Meow is Catly. Maybe Kevin is trying to turn over a new leaf in his life, but these are some very sketchy coincidences. So yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I don't see this game having a very long lifespan. As Critical said, he's expecting it to be one of those projects where it just gets crowdfunded and a lot of money gets invested into it just for the developers to like dip. And I don't even blame him for thinking that way. Like this is a terrible looking game. This game is extremely vague. There's AI generated content in the trailer. This game breaks so many Steam TOS. This game is literally just red flag after red flag after red flag. Now the trailer was 100% CGI. There's no doubt in my mind there. But it's about literally everything else about this game that is extremely sketchy. Now this is where we start to get a little fence sitting, because the developer of Catly insists that the game has nothing to do with generative AI, nothing to do with the blockchain, and there's no NFTs. Hyperrealism, actions, cuddle, speed, islands, fashion, dreams, snow, robots, plan. Now, if this is what the developers insist, then so be it, right? I'm not going to tell him what his game is. Actually, we probably are going to end up doing that anyways. But considering the developer's sketchy past and his involvement with the blockchain, I think everyone here can make some educated guesses here that this game is probably going to be related to the blockchain anyways. And a quick scroll on Reddit, I don't think anyone's buying this. Are we going to take his word for it? We're just going to have to find out. I don't even know if this game will release. In order to determine if this game even is AI generated or related to the blockchain, we're just going to have to wait for it to release. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Anyways, yeah, that's all I really have to say today. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now. How's it go, guys? Peep C boy here. It appears that I haven't reached the 8-minute mark yet. Quite frankly, rent is due, so I'm gonna drag this intro out a little more, just to get that ad revenue. You got to respect the grind, low-key. Yeah. Alright, see y'all. Boom!